Well,
He hated being the brunt of phony phone calls.
2 years Eric's gone. 2 years. I don't know. Does it seem like more years or?
I think about him every day.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. And maybe the best way to remember Eric on his anniversary is to listen to a little bit of Jules' Tiny Actor tribute. I think. Maybe not.
Well, I don't know. That might be a good idea.
Hey now.
You know.
You know, I don't have one thing about Eric. It was just more the way he acted. I just like, he didn't even appear to like you.
Oh, he hated me.
You know, it's like the show was just like most Whack Packers love you, you know, but the show was just a means to an end for him. You got your Amazon list, and he got on TV shows, and he put up with you. He didn't even,
Well, there were times he actually divorced himself from me. And And I, didn't crack. I waited and waited and waited. It was hard for me because I loved him on the show, and then there were like a couple of months would go by, and then in order to break the ice, he would call in as Derek
that was great.
Derek the actor.
Yeah, well, he was like a little drug addict. He needed the show. He
needed
a fix.
He came back.
Yeah, but he didn't like the show.
He jackass.
Yeah. Jackass.
I think begrudgingly, when you became a judge on America's Got Talent.
Yeah, that threw him for a loop.
He once called in to say you did a pretty good job.
Yeah, that he liked.
The flying with balloons thing was classic.
That was classic too. Yeah, I'm sure I could come up with 50 reasons why he was so good. I'm not gonna fly with balloons.
It's never dawned on him. That's not even possible.
How about my favorite moment? One of my favorite moments when Eric decided he was going to start a business, a modeling agency, and he was dead serious. He had this idea that what he would do is find a couple of beautiful women who could model. They would live in his home for free, and he would mentor them.
He would mentor them
and like send out their pictures.
What did he know about modeling?
Well, you pointed this out once about him, Howard, and I thought it was great because, like, here's this guy. He was a mess, but he wanted to be an actor. He wanted to be a modeling agency. You know what I mean? He had all this drive. It didn't even dawn on him that he was in this chair.
Yeah,
stop him.
And how about when we sent him to the Bunny Ranch? That was the one time I think he was truly happy.
Oh, he was the dude.
Yeah, that was his heroine. It was like he couldn't even fuck with me during that because I had arranged the whole thing with the guys from the Bunny Ranch.
Oh, I remember the picture of him there, like this huge smile on his face, with some boobs on his head.
Yeah, and he got laid.
Yeah, and when the girls talked about his penis, he was in heaven.
Yeah.
Oh, he was the best.
Oh. How about that? One of the hookers sat on his face, and I was afraid he was going to die then because how's he going to breathe under there? That was the way he should have gone.
And didn't he live like a lot longer than they thought he would?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was on borrowed time that whole.
And that was probably due to the show because he had such a life. It gave him energy.
Well, he was not supposed to live to 18 years old even, and he died when he was like 40, I think.
Wow.
Yeah. So he outlived the doctor's predictions.
Yeah, he was my favorite. I mean, there's been nobody before or after or will ever be.
Well, the other thing, remember they wanted to put him in a bee costume at one point for some promotion, and he was just not having it.
Yeah, at an A's game.
Not happening.
There was some sponsor was willing to give him a pretty good dime for just going around in a bee costume. Who was the sponsor? I don't remember. It was great, and he was just like, "No way, I'm not getting in the bee costume."
And he would never play gay. Remember?
Right? Yeah. We said to him like, "What if it's like a major acting job?
No.
Your character just happens to be gay."
No.
Yeah.
I'm not gay.
Well, what about his American Idol recap show? Remember?
Oh, that was awful.
Those were the best. Like there were just fucking technical difficulties, and his co-host couldn't hear him, and.
You should play some of that.
I should.
It was just all dead air, and he's like, it's going to owns. There's nobody
it was
there.
Reverberating, and you couldn't understand what
like
he was saying.
And the best was JD had to listen to it to pull clips.
JD would come into me like every morning after American Idol and the recap show. He'd be like, I just had to listen. He said I had to get in early and listen to the whole thing. I go, well, that's your job. I'm sorry.
JD got shrapnel to remarriage.
Oh, my God.
Oh, he was the best.
He was the best. All right, Ralphie boy.
All right. Now I'm sad. Bye for
now.
now.
Bye for now. Oh, he was so good.
Yeah, he used to get angry at Gary and have these terrible arguments with him.
Hey, Paul.
Hey, I don't appreciate the characterizations about those of us asking for Eric's underpants. Some of us, it's all about the science. We're trying to get a DNA sample so that we can clone the little bastard.
I'm all for that. I didn't realize that's why you were trying to buy his underwear.
Absolutely. It's purely scientific. Bye for now.
Bye for now. Everybody loves bye for now. Yeah, he just to walk down memory lane, here's Eric from that show, the American Idol wrap-up show.
You are now tuning in Thursday, February 1st. They're in Denver auditioning people. And it's the first guy says he gets mistaken for Jack Black a lot. I don't quite see it.
I could listen to that show all day. Then here's the one where it echoed.
Daz wanted to know, I believe, what your last movie.
Daz wanted to know, I believe, what your last movie that you went to go see. Which movie was that?
I wish I didn't go see it. I didn't hear.
That was the other thing. You could never hear Eric. You could hear everybody else.
We're broadcasting from the International Space Station. Forgive the technical difficulties.
Oh, yeah, I didn't see it. What was that about?
Awesome. I know you hated listening to that crap because it was like hours of it.
The Idol show would be 1 hour of watching American Idol and then like 2 or 3 hour Q&A.
Eric answering questions about American Idol.
Yeah, or just anything. Like, what was the last thing you ate or something like that.
Oh, my God. And, of course, the only people listening to that were our fans who were busting his balls.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I know you hated. That was the worst part of your job, listening to that.
Yeah, I mean, looking back on it, it was great. But
Right.
God, when you're in there,
But it was like audio from another dimension.
yeah,
it was like
Daz wanted to know,
like in the science fiction movies where they contact space, like a Star Trek episode. It's like
what your last movie.
Daz wanted to know, I believe, what you...
like, and if you fast forward, it's all the same shit.
Hard to tell a highlight.
Yeah, I have 6 minutes of this. That's it. Wait a second. There's life on other planets. Listen, we're getting a message. Oh my God, it's the best.
rest in peace, buddy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tiny Eric, your life was too quick. So little, yet so loud. You were not stately, complaining daily. But to know you made us proud. Not a looker, you had hookers. But now you're floating in the clouds. Miss your chatter, that does not matter. 'Cause now you're not around. Goodbye, Eric, tiny actor. We liked De Niro, but we loved you, yeah. Very small, but you were mighty. Though you were short, no one's above you. He was commanding, he was demanding, and always talking smack. His life was shaky, he loved the ladies, especially in the sack. When he got bitter, he would Twitter made him pissed. He was a schemer, such a dreamer. But now that little jewel is missed. Oh, yeah. Goodbye, Eric, tiny actor. You only stood till foot 11. You were small, but you were mighty. Now you're in little person's heaven. Oh. Goodbye, Eric, tiny actor. Now you're on the angel highway. Oh. We ask ourselves, how could this happen? How we miss your rants and raves. But now you're in little person's heaven. Oh, yeah. You're in little person's heaven.
Hi, this is Stephen Colbert, and you're listening to The Howard Stern Show.